Fam bam, what it do? What it is? Hope y'all doing great today. Hope y'all having a blessed day. You know me. I'm in the lands of the milk and honey. It's a beautiful day. It was a beautiful Sabbath. You know, we conduct our Sabbaths on the seventh day in which the Lord rested. And we don't follow Sunday as the seventh day because we don't worship the sun god. Okay? Worship the Most High. And we're tracking the Sabbath crosses over from when the day breaks into the night. So that's Friday evening, day breaking into the night, right? And then you got 24 hours. Technically our Gregorian calendar, Saturday evening breaking into the night, day breaking into the night, that's when it ends. But, you know, according to the Gregorian calendar, and over time we've been, you know, just spending time doing our resting days on a Sunday, going to church on a Sunday. You know, I was raised in a Baptist and non-denominational and maybe a few others, but we know that system is a failing and falling system right now. And we've been guided wrong for a long time. You go date back from, let's say, 400 years from 2019 back. You know, we've been enslaved through that 400-year period. And the Most High said, we will be the head and not the tail. He will keep his word, the promises that he made upon his people. Yeah. So the prophecy is taking place. So for those who are just coming into it, remember, this is a learning process. We don't know everything. We don't know everything. But one thing we do know is that the Most High will keep his promises. He kept his promises when he put us underneath these systems, you know, for our disobedience. And that goes back. It goes back over time. I mean, being underneath the enemy's systems, it goes back. All right, you talking about way, way back. And we got to understand that the prophecy is going to fulfill itself. Now, we've been talking about Shedeur Sanders, and I already mentioned to y'all, you know, these entities coming together to try to hold them back and be funny about shutting them, you know, pushing them back to the 5th round, X, Y, and Z. All it is reveals those numbers, and the Most High talks through numbers. So they wanted to put them at 144, 5th round. We know that the Most High talks through numbers, so we know that 144 talks about several things. One of the main things is that those archangels are you got the archangels, but those 144,000 stronghold that's on the earth, those angels on earth, they will come into their highest powers when stuff hits the fan, if you will. You know, when the Most High is ready to come down, and he's ready to send the Michael Archangel down, it's game time. And you got to understand that When he sends that archangel down, when he sends Michael down, it's game time, baby. But again, I mentioned that Shedeur Sanders, his jersey is gonna probably go #1 in sales. I said that a few days ago. It's been what, like 4 days or more. It's already #1 sales, especially rookie numbers. I told you, man. They're messing with the wrong one. The Most High is not playing games. And I had a few people on the last video. You know, they're of course questioning the Most High, and a lot of people are gonna just be lost in the sauce, man. And it's understandable. We all been lost in the sauce, but the Lord's gonna reveal it. And the main thing is that we're talking about this, which is key, you know. And so I ain't tripping, because the thing is, we got receipts. And we can go toe to toe, head to head, all day, every day. Even with those Israelites you see standing on the street, in which that's not what we do. You know, we're not gonna sit there and just go back and forth with you. We're not gonna go back and forth with you. You know what I'm saying? We know what the Most High is revealing. And if you feel it in your heart to question it. It's all good. That's how things come to light. And then it might just click. I'm like, dang. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. That kind of makes sense. But remember, us, the true people, we are, in history, the most stiff-necked people of them all. So I get it. I get it. But make no mistake about it. The Most High is going to continue to reveal. He said he's going to be revealed more information in those end days, because we're going to be lost in the sauce. We're going to be in other people's lands, lost in the sauce, X, Y, and Z. We're the ones that's been scattered amongst the four corners of the earth. Four corners of the earth. We are the ones that's been scattered. But we are the true indigenous peoples of these lands. And you got to understand, probably most of everything we've been told is a lie. And it's hard to break through that. It's hard to break that. The way of life that we know it, we've been lied so much. We sit here arguing with each other over the silliest stuff. Instead of trusting in the Most High, we're sitting here voting for people to represent us that have no no interest in us knowing the truth whatsoever. Keep us lost in the sauce, and that's how they can profit off of us, right? Look at man, look at China. Look at all these different countries, right? The Trump, I say Trump, but Trump is he's going to do what the Most High tells him to do. You know what I'm saying? He be making moves. His folks making moves. Do. But Most High has control. What they think they're doing, and for their benefit or America's benefit, Most High is gonna put things in position for us, because he's bringing us back to the head. Period. and you see how, just like I mentioned, how all these head owners came together to do what they did to Shedeur. It's the same thing that happened to us. All these countries came together. We had certain people at the top, right? And that goes back to what? Christopher Columbus days. Because who did Christopher Columbus? He found America. He discovered America. Oh, really? Who was here when he just when who was here when he discovered America? And how did he get here? He just found it by himself? I don't think so. If you look at those images, you'll see these little black people in these images. Got turbans around their head. Like, dang. They look like slaves to me. Nah, man. The Moors from Africa that come from Ham, right? Noah had 3 sons, right? Ham, Shem, Josephat, right? They came from Ham. Moors was in these lands just like the true people were in these lands. Hebrews, right? And they brought them over here because the Moors were ruling Europe. They taught all the Europeans everything they know before they were kicked out. And they brought them over here. And a lot of agreements were taking place. And the thing is, hey, how do we come together to cover who the true people are? Right? How do we do that? Everybody got to be in on it. All the countries. All of them. Everybody's in on it. And they've been in on it. Not everybody has the same status, though. Right? You got the Europeans, folks of Esau, right? Because we come from Jacob. So all the folks from Esau up here. And then everybody else follows a line. But everybody has that status. And everybody be taken care of as long as they follow that status, right? Keep them lost in the sauce. That's what they've been doing. And that's what they did. So all that's changing though. And even those, so you gotta understand, again, all black people ain't the true Hebrews. All these Gentiles, not the true Hebrews. Now, of course, if you recognize those true Hebrews and you are a Gentile, you can still make it. You can still make it. The Lord will protect you. But you got to cleave to the Hebrews. It's just what it is. You got to cleave to them. Right? Just because you Hebrew blood, don't mean you don't make it. You continue being stiff neck, you ain't gonna make it. And trust me, I know all about that. So I've been around the world. I've been to probably more countries than I've been in the States. Matter of fact, I have been. I spent most of my life overseas. Trust me. They know who we are. And we gotta stay focused, stay prayed up, and keep that faith. And don't budge. Don't budge. Because a lot is going to continue to take place. You see how the weather's been crazy over the past, how long? Several years now? Especially in these past months. But there's going to be a people, the Lord said there'll be a people that will take that will claim themselves as the true Israelites, right? But even they will fall. I mean, that's what they say. That's what the Bible says, right? That's what these other books coming to light are stating, right? So, what's taking place right now? There's fires burning a lot of places. A lot of places that have done us wrong. In the States, in other countries, the holy cities. The holy cities? Are those the true holy cities? A lot of people already know that we African American was given to us. The black name was given to us, right? Not everybody's African. Like I said, we got Ham, the Hamites, and then Shem. We come from Shem. And ain't no way that during the translator slave that everybody was put on a boat and shipped over here. We wouldn't have survived. It just wasn't gonna happen. It wouldn't have happened. What's easier? Ship everybody from West Africa? Or do a purge here in these United States and these Americas? Do a purge of Turtle Island, because Turtle Island is what? Canada, North America, Mexico. If you look at it, it's in the shape of a turtle. It's called Turtle Island. And what's easier? Swipe those people out, kill all the heads, X, Y, and Z amongst the people, put them in ships off the coast for a certain period, and then bring them back on, talking about we shipped them from Africa. Everybody in on it, right? What's easier? What sounds easier? What makes the most sense? Now, were there some people that probably came? Yeah. Everybody? Nah. There's a lot of tribes that were killed off by 1600s, 1700s, 1800s. And even looking in my family line, nobody ever talked about being Native American, X, Y, and Z, but I knew we were, but nobody ever said anything. And I talked to my great grandmother, and I was like, hey, what? I know we got some tribe. I know we got some tribe in us, grandma. That's where we come from. She's like, baby. Just before she passed, she was like, baby. My father was Croatian. I looked that up. Most of the Croatian Indians were killed off by the 1700s. There's some that lasted. And most of them from the Carolinas, where I'm from. I'm still digging. But it's a lot of tribes that are coming to light that were killed off. And you can tell everybody looks alike. It's in my tribe anyway. It's crazy. But again, just even if you look at, let's go back to Exodus, right? Even during the Egyptian time frame, I mean, we always talk about the pyramids, the Middle East, Egypt, what they call Egypt. But we have the lands here in America that are that in which we have all types of mixed lands, and yet we have probably the most pyramids here. We think they're mountains in Memphis, Tennessee. We think they're mountains in a lot of these states across America. But they're pyramids. And we know a lot of stuff is built upon other things. We know a lot of buildings, new buildings in the cities, XYZ, are built on top of old cities from way back in the day. So it's up to you to do the digging. Most High wants you to do the digging. He wants you to read. Even if I'm saying stuff or you hearing people from YouTube, and we got a lot of good folks. Even I watch, I have a lot of brothers I watch, sisters I watch, that bring so much stuff and understanding and light, and it just clicks. But the Most High still wants you to do your digging, to get your understanding, because we're not going to know everything. But when he comes back, he's going to give us he's going to make it very clear to us what is what, even when we say his name. When we say Yeshua, Jesus, Yahushua, the Most High, Yah, the power of Yah. Because the English language say Jesus, okay, but what came before that? Spain was ruling everything, so, but they didn't have no J inside their language. So where'd that come from? Who made that up? We say Jesus, but it's very watered down. It's very watered down. Yahuwah, Yah, the power of Yah. Sounds like they have more power, but yet in the church they want us to say something else, right? The church that's been steering us wrong, right? That has a certain system that they have to follow, right? Come on now. All these churches pretty much say the same thing. They follow one system. They have to follow one system. If they're not talking about who the true people are and how they have to cleave to those true people, even if they are Gentiles or whatnot, if they ain't talking about that, then what are you talking about? Are you going into church? Ask yourself, are you going to church and you hungry, trying to gotta get that word, but you come out even hungrier? Something wrong, dog. But gotta stay strong, all right? And you gotta do your digging, because there's so many books that are coming out and coming in to play, and so many knowledge coming into play. It's a lot. It's a lot, right? It's a lot. But he's gonna reveal. So prepare, stay fit. You ain't been hitting the gym, hit that gym. Get your walk on, get your run on, relax, okay? Maintain the Sabbath. Don't be celebrating all these these holidays, man. If you feel in your heart it ain't right, it ain't right, do your research on it. See if it makes sense to you. Or you just gonna keep following it because you've been doing it. Because that's how things been going. Most High got his stuff all written out. But his people are going to understand and reveal it. That's the only way they understand anything now, is because we reveal it. The true people reveal it through him, through the faith. Because what we understand, not everybody's going to understand. It's just how it is, because we are the people. But, yeah. Hope y'all doing well. Hope you guys had a beautiful Sabbath. We're going to keep putting out that info. We're going to keep staying blessed. All right? Hope y'all have a good rest of y'all Sabbath as a crossover to the night. Y'all be safe. All praise to the Most High. Shalom.